Hello, welcome, all my chicken nuggets looking fuckers. Sorry, viewers. Today I'll be talking about President Trump um discussion or claims about the election. Um, I was just looking through the comments of this video by NextMax about his claim, how he keeps on stating that the election was rigged and all this stuff, which doesn't not make sense because of course most of the emails and emails are gonna be for Biden because you told your Trump supporters, you told them to don't do that, don't do email, vote in person. You told them all your Trump supporters did that, and all the Biden supporters did not. So when we have this situation where the person, the people that went in person, votes were counted in first, so it shows that that Trump is winning by a landslide. And then when the emails are counted, that most of them are Biden supporters, as they did the opposite of what Trump told them to do. Most of them are Biden supporters, so right away it changes things. And to go as far as to claim that the nation is rigged, it's just sad. It's like it's not something that you see every day. Oh, something that you see every in your life. I want to go through some of the comments of Trump supporters because some of these people really sound like they know what they want, or what they wish for, and the way of doing it is not the most appropriate one. For example, look at this guy. Given the circumstances, unofficially calling the election via news media is making me suspicious too. Something is not right with these election results. Okay, there's not. Into there's already been officials websites and officials the official countings that have declared Biden the winner due to its overall poll ahead of Trump. It is obvious that Biden is gonna win already. Even though it's not official yet, it has already been officially called by different medias, and it just makes sense because most of the votes that he gets are from almost already done counting. So there's no point in keep going with this, which does not make sense. We stop the votes. Let's see the comments. Some of the comments that I was looking at, like, what the hell is happening? Here, look at. Conectar con Camilla. Coup. It's court. Attack Democrat media is an election rigging. This is a coup. What the fuck? They say they were not going to prematurely call the election. Google, Twitter, or Facebook. Etc. Now they have banned runner prematurely calling the election. So the press says so. Coup. Banana Republic. Why so Chuck? You live in our banana republic. This does not make sense. Okay, I was looking for which one. Crazy. Everyone, pause your social media to tune to Nemex. But I don't need you to get elected. Loads of mail is being found in garbage nationwide. Okay, look at this person talking about videos about bots being found in trash. That's the stupidest thing I ever heard. How this is the type of people that go to Facebook, and they see a post about a woman that whose kid became autistic after vaccinated, and they go and they stop vaccinating the kids. This is the stupidest thing I've ever seen. Just because you see a footage or something that has not no actual relevance at all, or no actual proof to back it up, there's no way you can make a claim. Also, I was seeing many comments about look at this one. Donald Trump sacrificed his family wealth for our nation. Joe Biden sacrificed our nation for his family wealth. This does not make sense. You think about it. Just this couple days ago, we had a we had the worst case of coronavirus and the worst death nationwide records. And you telling me, and right now, as it was stated in this video,
That's true. And you mentioned that it is razor thin in most states but Michigan, but the Trump campaign and the RNC still have, they say that they have found specifically in that state ballots they came in, the postmark it can resolve before you can declare either.
Media collusion with the we have the press conference that Rudy Giuliani is going to hold in Philadelphia happening the election. Not calling Joe counted. The media.
okay, let me see, where is it?
For the Supreme Court in regards to that state, and a 3-day extension of 3 days is very premature.
The exception of Michigan, all of these states that we've been talking about, the margins are razor thin. We're talking 30,000, 50,000, 20,000 votes, where some sort of systemic problem that has been raised could make a difference. But the fun is going to start really on Monday when they start filing these complaints and they start taking this matter to court.
That's true. And you mentioned that it is razor thin in most states but Michigan, but the Trump campaign and the RNC still counted. And you do have to keep in mind, as you said, Tom, we're not calling it here in Georgia, that there's something rules. The Trump team is saying
the margins are razor thin.
Well, if you look up the video, they were talking about how close the election is and how things are going. But as you can see in this comment, he calls out Biden for sacrificing the country while Trump actually is helping. That is a complete load of bullshit. Like I said before, we have the worst records about 2 days ago. Right now, we have some of the worst records on coronavirus. And what is Trump doing? Trump is doing nothing about this. Actually, in reality, in this same video, it says that right after he made a claim about the ballots being rigged, right now he's playing golf. Why? I don't know. He's playing golf. So you tell me that while the world is fucking breaking apart trying to figure this out, and people are dying because of COVID, our president, the person who's still president, he hasn't been abolished or anything like that. He's still fucking president. He is playing golf. And you tell me that same person is the one that's sacrificing their family, which is a lot of bullshit. And you look at the comments of what comes correctly. This is awful. I love you. Comment by what? Angry Karen. Women. This posted by Angry Karen. You gotta be shitting me. Look at this one. God has Trump. Hell stay in office. Hell. Oh yeah, hell. He. No, it's not. It's not he. Hell stay in office. And Biden. The whole family needs to go to prison. The whole family needs to go in prison for a claim that so far it has no background to it. There has not been a single background or any official confirmation of ballots been rigged. There hasn't been any actual like evidence that has come out from the party. Everything that has been stated from Trump has been, to this point, based on falsely accusations, just theories at this point. And you're telling me Joe Biden needs to go to prison? What the fuck are these people, dude? Like, those people think, dude. Like, I'm afraid, dude. I'm afraid of what the future of the country is if you have people that are accusing other people without any information and they want them death. Like, that makes me angry, dude. This is how we gotta go ring brown in Oregon. All of a sudden, the pandemic vanished. What the fuck do you mean the pandemic vanished? We have the worst cases, dude. What the hell you meaning? Just yesterday was one of the worst cases. You gotta be shitting me. My thoughts is I said this morning there hasn't been anyone worry about COVID one. No, so well maybe because you're looking at the Republican news where they're only talking about how the butts are rigged. If you look at any of the Democratic news, any of the talks about any of the show talks, or any type of information, you'll see that right now the main focus is not this disproving the claims of Trump, which are false, or based on falsely accusations. Our main purpose right now is to deal with COVID, which as you can see, the cases are rising. It's just freaking crazy. Like, we have never had cases like this. And instead of doing something, you will watch the news, and you first thing you're gonna see, oh, Trump supporters are in the streets protesting the ballots are rigged, with guns and without masks. You see that, and you're telling me no one has to talk about COVID? That's just dumb. This is completely wrong. You gotta be telling me, if you're gonna make a claim like that, you gotta have some background to it. Like I'm a university student, and I bet you my little sister, my little 3-year-old sister, could make better arguments than fucking Trump can. We will have more information. Like I could tell her, hey, what's your opinion in politics? And she probably have give me more arguments and more evidence than Trump can, his whole campaign can. Does the similar winning truth will prepare all the media's embarrassment to bro? Fake news can legally call election. There's destroying America with the election coup. They all keep using the word coup, which is not even used correctly. Coup refers to the people overthrowing the government. In this case, it wouldn't be even if it was the government overthrowing the people, or government controlling it, it still wouldn't even be a coup. So they're actually using the word wrong. And apart from that, to go as far to claim coup when you have a Biden winning by more than half of the people, we're talking about 4 million more than Trump. It's kind of stupid to think that something like that can be rigged. You think somebody would notice? Hey, there's 5 million votes coming in emails, and most of them are Biden. So does that mean this rigged? No, it means that Trump did not was able to motivate the new generations. Because if you think about it, most of the people who are voting online are younger generations, like from my generation, And something that they're not seeing is that my generation likes to procrastinate. We're gonna wait till the last second, and then we're gonna vote, because we like to procrastinate. And I to be honest, to most, if you look at the stats, younger generations are not as favorable to Trump, to his ideals, as older generations. Okay, let's keep looking at the comments. I see people talking about faith and God, and like how God will help them and everything, but there is no background to their arguments. This is pretty much religion 101. Hey, no, this is pretty much a what's it called? Holy support? No, divine authority. It's pretty much divine authority. An example of that. You have people claiming that a person needs to be ruler, or needs to be the person in charge because God has said so, which is like the stupidest thing. Like, you cannot go to court and make an argument based on a prophecy, or some kind of a enlightenment of God. You cannot do that. Far from over half of the feeling God is going to not God. Revolution. Okay, most of them are just God and revolution and coup. Thanks goodness someone's telling us what's going on. Good reporting. Thanks. Okay, let me see this guy. So you tell me Blue Star Healing Angels, which most of them are it seems most of them are religious things, as to the religion things. Dude, I bet you this is like a middle-aged woman, Christian, who just likes to talk. Newsmax subbed. Correction, Newsmax managed all the legal votes should be content. Biden Obama expanded us from 3 wars to 7 wars, including the Libya, while Trump, the first president to then just to expand or started an additional war. Wait, what? Trump took a further facility for Middle East peace treaties, not taking negotiation against COVID, but if you report a single case. Okay, that's is this person make any sense? Just in the beginning of the year, we have the Trump who couldn't have anything to deal with the Middle Eastern countries, and almost caused a World War III because he couldn't do anything. He decided not to do anything. He decided to let everything play, and that almost fucking caused World War III. And you're talking about January, about how he took care of COVID. You gotta be shitting me, dude. He kept on downplaying it. He kept on saying, "Oh, the second wave is not gonna come. The second wave is never gonna come." And he was right. The second wave never came because the first wave never left. Also, he told us he started degrading the use of masks by having many people in the rallies not wearing masks. Also, remember that stupid joke he made about injecting yourself with hand sanitizer? That some people actually die because he told them to inject themselves with hand sanitizer. The poor middle class, large tax cuts in America. That's not true. To be honest, his main goal was always to police their campaigns. Always. We have most of the during Trump's run, the Dream Act, the what's called Dream Act financial aid for immigrants was reduced, was cut, and it was almost banished during the initial cases of COVID. You tell me he helped them and minorities? By the way, I refused to enact the First Step Act Trump enacted. He says First Step Act Trump enacted it. There is no evidence to that. There's not nothing that proves that they didn't want to or they didn't do it. Sadly, I'm just scratching the surface. Dude, what the fuck are these people talking about? What? It saddens me that half of our country is fucking retarded. Legit, like, I don't understand it. So we are in the perpetual permanent victory. Oh my god. What you mean break every law? What Trump wants? Trump doesn't want us to count the votes. That's the least democratic thing I've ever seen. No count votes. What the fuck is that? Also, the rallies telling us that they want to count votes, and then they don't want to count votes, and then it was all a joke, and he just meant that he wants to stop the counting of fraud votes, which none of them has been proved. This does not make sense at all. I wasn't convinced at first, but living in Detroit, I'm not surprised. I fully support of this. It does not smell right. New ask my full-time new coach. I don't need you to vote for me to win. Joe Pippen. The winner is not a real winner game, you know. Yeah. So control. Let's keep the peace. Storms preparing. Just. And Jesus is forever. If you're a person that goes to a comment section and their main background, their main support for their argument is Jesus, and then you follow with a bunch of emojis and hearts, you should not be allowed. You should probably tell your mom to not give you her phone, because that sounds like an argument of a little kid, to be honest. Here now something is when my uncle show up to vote, I voted in his stead. No voter fraud is acceptable. Okay, first of all, there is no evidence. You tell me your uncle is something as simple as, hey, my uncle show up to vote and they say that he already voted. Two things: either your uncle is a liar, or there's something going wrong. And there's something going wrong, even something as minor as this will instantly be reported. Instantly. We had a previous election. We had cases where something weird happened, or something that didn't look right happened, and right away it was reported by every single news station. And you could tell me something as minor as this, something as strong as this was not reported. We're talking about news. We're talking about news that the main purpose to make money. You think they're gonna jump in the boat and start talking about elections being fraud? If there were. No, that doesn't give them a bunch of ratings. Look, the guy named Vladimir Putin is stating that the left is gonna burn the country to the ground. The guy named Vladimir Putin. Really. It says. It says. It says. It's. Nah, I shouldn't. I'm not gonna go as low as them. I'm not gonna go and start talking about shit to them. Because at the end of the day, talking to a Trump supporter, facts, it's just like talking to a brick wall. They're not gonna understand. Man, I'm just gonna stop this video because to be honest, I'm getting really mad that people are this dumb and this blind, and their main basis for their arguments are God and quotes from years ago, and that's pretty much it. And videos that they claim they saw, or that's like saying, hey, I have a friend who has a friend who saw this, and therefore I believe that friend is right. It's the stupidest thing ever heard. Well, thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope everything gets solved. I hope that we can get this fucking election over with, so I can go back to our normal lives and focus about COVID cases. Cause I'm kind of tired of being trapped in my room, eating nothing but Chick-fil-A and trash food for days. And yeah, I'm kind of tired of that. Thank you very much, guys. Hope you enjoy.